it's a pet,
Somewhat, yeah.
but it's a project.
Yes, it's a pet with a purpose.
And so are all of the animals that are in the auction at the AV fair, are they all raised by 4-H members?
Not all 4-H members. They're raised by youth and juniors in the community, so it's organizations like 4-H, FFA, Grange, and Independence.
The auction is an annual event,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, in my way of thinking, it's about the coolest thing that goes on in the Antelope Valley. Aside from the fact that it's meat and people are selling it, but it's a business, and when I go to the auction, I see family, because you see the same names, kids and grandkids, like Charlene, you've had generations involved. Were you a 4-H'er?
I was.
Wow.
I've been active in the Antelope Valley Fair since 1972. So, as a youth in Corcel FFA and in Leona Valley Racketeers.
And are your grandkids going to drag you into this too?
Yes. Audrey got her first pygmy goat.
Audrey's only 7 years old.
She's 8.
8, okay. You can do a goat at 8?
You can do pygmy goats.
Little.
Yeah, you can do rabbits, pygmy goat, poultry.
I haven't seen any
Dog,
photos on
arts and
Facebook
craft.
yet.
It's
You will
coming.
soon. It's coming. So the auction is on Thursday, August 24th.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about the auction too is you can go early, 8 a.m. in the morning. Parking's free, entry's free, and the buyers have a breakfast.
Pancake breakfast.
Yeah, should we talk about it, or will it become too popular? And
No, it's a good thing. We want
Oh.
them there early.
Okay.
So, in the past years, Grange has been doing the pancake breakfast with a little bit of help from the other youth that come and help out. But I believe this year it might be Grange again. Last year it was one of the football teams locally came in and helped out a little bit. But I think we've got actually one of the Grange clubs coming back and helping with that again. And it's quite a feast. So
it is a feast.
Yeah.
And it's just for me, because I have an ulterior motive. I'm trying to sell flowers. You're gonna have to move a little bit closer.
A little closer. Okay.
So I just want to meet people. I want to be seen, and I want to meet people. Plus have a good time and just enjoy everything that's going on at the fair at that moment. So the kids are cute.
Yeah.
The football players.
Well, and they've worked hard. It's a wonderful day for the kids. It's also a hard day because some of the kids have been raising their beef since usually October the year before. We have some youth that actually are raising beef that they, had out of their own heifer cow, and that they have had that animal for a year and a half. But it's a reward for their hard work. The other animals, the smaller animals, the pigs and the market goats and sheep, they've had about 6 months. So
a lot of bonding.
yes,
And
a lot
then,
of hard work.
I mean, the harsh realities of business. Sometimes your animal doesn't make the auction.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you've got $1,000 in, and you just sold it for $300.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like, ouch.
It is. Ideally, we want them to make a profit, at least break even, but also make
Yeah.
a profit. And luckily, most of them do.
Oh, good.
But sometimes there are dips in the auction, and it gets low, and that's why it's important to get new buyers there.
New buyers.
New buyers. We need new buyers there. We need the people that just want to come buy one animal.
No.
Or do an add-on for the kids so that it helps support their project.
Yeah. What are the qualifications for being a buyer, a new buyer?
To be willing to register with your name, address, and some credit information. I believe they ask for a deposit of a small amount down. I think it might be $50 or something. That goes towards your first purchase.
Yeah.
It might even be less. I brought the booklets for you.
If you're
but-
going to an animal auction and you're not going to spend $50.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's- Right.
Maybe
And-
that is
and
a qualification.
It's a very small fee. It's
Yeah.
just so that they can, run your information. And as a buyer, you can buy an animal and then send it to the processor, and you have awesome quality meat for your family's freezer. Or you can choose to do what they call a buyback, which means you get reimbursed for what the resale value of that animal is on the livestock market auction. So on hogs that day, if you paid $2 or $3 a pound for the pig for the youth, you would then get approximately 79, 80 cents on the on a pound on the hoof back, and then the balance of that would be your donation. And there's ways, I'm not a tax person, but there's ways to write it off on your taxes, so.
It's an expense, that's for
it's,
sure.
You know, a lot of our large businesses in the valley come out and really support it, but my husband and I have been buyers at the auction every year for many, many years, and more recently, he started a side business, but prior to that, we were, you know, we're not independent business people, but we would go out and support it, and it's meat in our freezer. And you can't beat the quality.
You cannot beat the quality.
Yeah.
So Kat, tell me a favorite story that you have from the auction.
Oh, that's hard. I think probably my favorite story from the auction would be I raised a goat one year. It actually is kind of after the auction. It actually includes you. I raised a goat, and that year my goat, the prices for goat were down, and that's what happens in the industry, and you learn that. And my goat didn't sell for as much as I had bought him for and put feed into him for. And I found out later I had gotten an add-on from you, and that actually put me into the profit margin. And that made my day, that made my year.
The higher tax bracket. And probably the reason I did an add-on was you probably gave me a letter or a photo or something like that. I would see Dr. Tyre sitting up there, Michael Tyre, and he's got like stacks of letters because everybody in the world is your friend at the auction time.
Yeah.
But he also has a lot of clients, and that's why everybody at the auction has straight teeth. But so I get my 10 or 15 letters, and my wife has an office. She gets a few letters, and then we just kind of go through the morning of and do some add-ons, because that makes me nervous to sit in the auction and raise your hand and spend money.
And make sure you heard him clearly, but.
Yeah. Did he say 200? No, he said 2,000. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where the add-ons are great. There's a lot of people that wouldn't mind coming to the auction, and if they knew that, you know, you don't have to buy the animal. You can just give a $50 add-on to a kid, or a $25 add-on.
That's real money,
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah, and
People
if
are
that
excited.
youth
It
has
makes a
gotten
difference.
2 or 3 of them, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And these kids aren't out causing trouble all summer long, or they've got a commitment that they've got to be taking care of something. And a lot of families that are involved in this actually pass on family vacations because there's, you know, a commitment to raising the animals.
I got to tell you, there's a family that's out already handing out flyers.
Oh, I know. I work with, in the groups I'm active in, I remind them this is a time of year to come up with a letter, put your photos on it, pick 10 or 12 people to go out and visit,
Yep.
and then pick one new person to visit that's not on that list.
If somebody wants to become a new buyer, can they get, is there an address or a phone number that they can get all signed up now?
If they call the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds, which you want me to give the phone number?
Let's do it.
948-6060 is the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. And they talk to someone over there, they will be more than glad to send you out a packet. There's a little packet, it has information from last year's auction, but it has the packet they would fill out. And,
This year's book is out.
yep. And if anyone calls my office, which is 974-8824, I'll be more than glad to send it out too. I'm at the 4-H office.
Ah, okay.
So, but I've been taking these everywhere I go.
Starts at 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 24th.
Yes.
If you're brand new, grab a cowboy hat or something that looks like a cowboy hat or whatever, and just get over there and have a pancake and some coffee and meet some neat people and see the real important part of Lancaster.
And support the kids. There's great kids there. You'll have a good time.
Families. This is where our food comes from.
Yep.
Somebody has to grow it. And that's kind of what 4-H is all about.
Yeah.
Anything else that goes on at the fair?
Well, we in 4-H have a food booth, so we're busy with already working on that and planning our menu, and
That's a popular booth.
it is.
And it's open crazy hours because
We are the only food booth on the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds that is open every day, all day, for all 10 days.
I think we should tell CBS that.
And
I mean, that's news.
we are there at 7 in the morning,
Yeah.
and most of the other food booths don't open till 4. And that's because we have exhibitors there that if we aren't open, they don't have a food booth. We're supposed to have some interesting things on the menu this year. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, okay, we can't talk about it, just, Gil, be ready, okay? And the
We're working
animal-
on it.
The animals are available for inspection before the auction?
Yes, that's a really good point.
I see people walking through
Yes,
there and looking.
since we do purchase, I do walk through the barns myself, and I decide ahead of time on what animals I'm going to bid on, because it is going in my own freezer. And there's plenty of people that would be more than glad to answer questions along that line.
So this is a crazy question, but like brown spots on a pig, does that mean better bacon?
No.
No.
Good fat on that pig means good bacon.
Good fat.
Belly fat's what matters on bacon.
Thursday, August 24th, 8 o'clock in the morning. The parking is fantastic.
Yes.
Mhm.
And just go over there, and if you have a business, bring some business cards. You may meet somebody,
Yeah,
and everybody will be friendly because they want you to spend some money on their project.
they will. But it's a great business networking that
Yeah.
morning, so.
See and be seen.
See and be seen. This is real valley, this is community. Oh, I wanted to ask you a question. Is Leona Valley, do you consider yourself part of the Antelope Valley?
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a great part of the world. Aaron and I are still talking about the spaghetti we had out.
Oh,
Did you see my?
Oh, that's right, I forgot you came out to, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that
we
was
had,
fun.
that club puts on a spaghetti dinner and a Mexican dinner every year. And
So
they do
this
a
goes
great
on
job.
year-round?
They do it every year. And in September, they do their big barbecue after the fair.
Kat and Charlene, we'll see you at the animal auction.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
you.
be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.